guys, I'm Elise Wong, and on this episode of Malaysian Beauties, I like to talk about my latest piece called Modern Conflict. Initially, my plan for Malaysian Beauties is to actually paint animals with acrylics and talk about their lifestyle. I also did plan to integrate some of the plants, but I never thought I'd actually involve a digital piece here. This is my second submission for a contest. I would show a pop-up link on a time-lapse video on how I painted this. I thought it was nice to add this to the Malaysian Beauties collection because it's about nature and it's about Malaysia also as well. And I wanted to show the contrast and the conflict. To further tell that story, I just wanted to say that these are the factors that I've implemented. I've clumped all the trees together to show a very nice, lively, dense forest, a safe haven where animals can go to. And these are the animals that are currently being endangered. Elephants, tigers, tapirs, Sumatran rhinos. I'm not sure about the samba deer, but all in all, every single animal needs help these days. For the Sumatran rhino, I did an episode on it, episode 2. I was feeling really passionate about that episode because there are only 3 left in the whole of Malaysia. It was really scary, and if you want to learn more, it would mean a lot if you go watch it. And about this piece, I really wanted to show the conflict that's happening right now with nature and technology. The fact that we are just so engrossed in technology because we don't have first-hand experience with nature that we never think twice about it, you know, because today, well, I'm a city slicker. I've never really seen wild animals, you know. The only wild animals I've ever seen was in National Geographic, but that's about it. The only thing that's in front of us every single day is technology, and we never give it a second thought about what's happening to the forest these days. Well, fact number 1, Malaysia is the second largest palm oil producing country in the world. So a lot of deforestation occurs because they have to make way for new crops, the palm oil. And because of that, a lot of animals lose their home. I mean, I can't imagine if I become homeless, you know. I can't. Second, there's just so much buildings being erected these days. Take my neighborhood, for example. There is a plaza on the other side. It was already constructed when I moved here, but it's not even half filled. It is so empty. It being not even half occupied, they are building another complex 3 times bigger. For what? It's in the middle of a housing area. The only reason why my family even moved here was to get away from the city, the traffic. And the moment that we moved here, already all these buildings are coming up, all these condominiums that are erecting in the back. And the worst part is that so many housing areas are not even filled. And they're already building all this. It's crazy. There's a lot of buildings that are not being occupied, and yet they're building more. Why? It's not necessary. I mean the world is already showing signs of overpopulation. It's not. Oh yeah. In 2015, we actually had a drought problem, to the point that we were actually worried that our catchment area will run dry, like bone dry, and that has never happened before. And it was actually quite scary to hear that they announced that we have to do water rations, which didn't. In fact, I think it did more harm than good. I think we collected so much water that we ended up wasting more than we expected. And what is the solution? They're building 3 highways through forest reserves, through forest, through catchment areas. It's called the EKVE development, and it was quite a major thing. It came out on the radio, it came out on, well, I'm not sure about the newspapers, but I found them on the online newspapers. And 19 NGOs actually protested against it. I mean, people were actually listening to what's going on, and they actually voiced out. There was petitions, online petitions, signed petitions, but our voice wasn't heard. The green light was actually given in 2015, and it was just devastating for a lot of people. Idea for building this highway is to make traffic smoother, but I'm sorry, were we experiencing a drought the other time? I mean, was it really bad that we have to do water rations and you want to build a highway through the catchment area and forest reserves? And it's called forest reserves for a reason. It's to protect the forest and the animals. Although Malaysia sounds like they're in pretty downfall on eco-friendliness, but there are some that are of course passionate about saving the environment. For one, Johor and Perak has implemented a ban on plastic and styrofoam, which was really, it was thrilling. It made me really happy because I, for one, when I pack food outside, I would actually use a tiffin. It's a metal container that you can pack food in it, and I always use that. And I got so used to the idea that if I don't have a tiffin, I don't pack any food. You know, it came so far to that point. The only exception was when I order like something like soup noodles, because tiffin is not airtight, so I can't pack the soup, so it ends up in a plastic bag. Call me a hypocrite, right? But I try. What they're gonna do is they're gonna implement this in stages, so it won't be too drastic for the people and they won't hate the idea too much. So they'll introduce this in stages and hopefully to implement it fully by next June. One of my favorite developments that happened in Malaysia, a ban on shark fin soup in Penang. I mean, if you're a tourist, and I don't even mean that by overseas tourists, I mean like local tourists like me, I'm in Selangor. If you think to go traveling to look for food, you think of Penang. The consumption of shark fin soup in Penang, I'm not sure if it's large because I don't go there for shark fin soup. I don't eat shark fin soup, but I'm not sure if it's a big thing in Penang, but if it is, then it's really, wow, I'm just so impressed right now. Then there are big companies such as Berjaya Corporation and TNB that are actually having projects to replant trees. For TNB, which is Tenaga Nasional Berhad, which is the national supplier of electricity for Malaysia, they actually implemented this project where they will plant 11,000 trees in 11 selected locations in the peninsula. Because they have to cut down trees in order to build electrical towers. So because of that, they have this concept of a tree for a tree. In 2015, I think, citizens have to do recycling. And that was really cool. I was really doing recycling before, but now it's nice to know that more people are doing it now. It might not be as eco-friendly as other countries, but it's nice to know that at least we are progressing. Not that fast, but at least we are. So these are the things that actually came to my mind as I painted this. And if you'd like to learn more, I will provide some of the links down below for you to read, the references. I hope you find this video interesting. If you do, it would mean the world to me if you like and subscribe. It really goes a long way. It really motivates me to do more videos like these, to show my paintings and talk about it. And please feel free to leave a comment below. I would love to read it. And to finish this off, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. If you'd like to keep up to date with my photos and paintings, you can follow me on Facebook, Blogspot, Google+, and Deviantart, which are linked down below in the video description. That's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day, if not better. That's all. Bye. Stay cool.